In a recent video I talked about how you can install Google Analytics on your website. Now let's find out what kind of data that actually gives us. Hello and welcome to The Income Highway. This is a show where we talk all about how to build and grow your online business. My name is Paul James Carey, and as you can see, today is a green hoodie day, so we're talking about Google. Now just for today's video, to keep it simple, I'm only going to talk about the data that displays as soon as you sign into your Google Analytics account. Now the first thing I want to talk about is your visitor numbers. Now this includes your sessions and users. Let me explain what they are. Now you will see at the top right of the page that there's a graph showing you either a daily, an hourly, a weekly or a monthly range. Now depending on the range that you've selected, that's what these numbers are representing. So your sessions is how many hits you actually got in that specified period, and users is how many unique people actually viewed your website. So because of this, your sessions will always be higher than your users to account for people who come back to your website. The next thing I want to talk about is your average session duration, and basically all this means is how long on average most people are spending on your website. So let's say for example that it says you have an average of 2 minutes per person, and you think maybe it should be 5, maybe it should be 10. Have a look at your website and see what you can do to keep people there even longer. Next thing I want to talk about is the bounce rate, and what this is a percentage of people who come to your website who bounce off immediately. This means they only see one page on your website, which is generally the home page, and they decided it wasn't what they were looking for and they left. Now is there anything on your home page you could change to maybe keep people there a little longer or make them click on other sections of your website? Next important piece of information is the user language. So if you click on this, it will actually show you what top languages people will be speaking when they visit your website. So if your website is purely in English and you see that you get a lot of French visitors, maybe it's worth investing into having a French translation of your website. Now just below language, you can actually click on country, and this will show you the top countries that visit your website. So for example, you may have thought that when you created your website there'd be a lot of USA visitors, but by clicking this you may see that the likes of Brazil, for example, could actually be a very close second or even above. Now by using this information, you can actually run some geo-targeted adverts specifically to that country. Browser is actually the next thing I want to talk about, so make sure that depending on the browsers people are looking at on your website, that your website does work fully on all of those browsers. You don't want to have people coming to your website and then a certain item not working because their browser doesn't support it. Now in the mobile section you can click screen resolution. This basically just means the size of the screen, and why this is important is because this shows you on a mobile device how small or how big people are looking at your website. Now the reason this is important is because your website needs to be 100% responsive for any screen size at all that people might be looking at your website on. Now everything that I've discussed in this video is actually all there for you as soon as you log into your Google Analytics account. I haven't even touched the menu on the left hand side when you log in. Now in the future I will be going over more advanced tactics for using Google Analytics and seeing what valuable data that it does give you. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Log into your Google Analytics account now and see what kind of data Google gives you on the page as soon as you log in. You may be surprised. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you want to learn more about how to build and grow your online business, please hit the subscribe button below, because there's a new video on this channel every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. There's also a new podcast on iTunes every Tuesday and Thursday. If you want to learn more specifically about how to build your business using Google, please click the annotation over here. Thanks again for watching this video. I look forward to talking to you in the future. Have a fantastic day.